You've probably seen the headlines lately, right? Buyers are finally taking back the market. Inventory is up. Sellers are slashing prices. Maybe you're sitting here in Staten Island and Brooklyn. You're thinking, great, it's my turn. But let me give it to you straight, because for our market specifically, that national story is only really half true. And where you're looking changes everything, of course, right? So according to local market data and StreetEasy, what's actually happening across the boroughs is a split screen. So let's break down both sides, because it matters if you're buying or selling and which borough you're doing either one of those in. So first, Staten Island. If you're waiting for Staten Island to turn into a buyer's paradise, bad news. It's still very much a seller's market. Inventory is down around 29% from last year. There's just not a lot out there. Homes are still closing at about 97% of asking, which means the typical seller is only giving up around 3% off the list price. So if you're buying a well-priced Staten Island home, you don't have a ton of leverage, and lowballing a fresh, sharp listing, it's not going to get you anywhere. Brooklyn, a little bit of a different animal. This is where the national buyer's market story has a little bit of truth to it. Now, that's neighborhood by neighborhood, absolutely. In the hottest, most desirable areas, think like Park Slope, Carroll Gardens, Bay Ridge. These areas are on fire. I have properties for sale in most of them, and it's good. It's good for the sellers. But in neighborhoods where inventory has been climbing, Bushwick, I just worked with a buyer in Bushwick. We got him 50,000 off ask. Crown Heights, they're seeing the cracks, right? They've been cutting 5 to 8%. The houses are sitting 45 days or more. Borough-wide, homes are taking longer to sell, which means you have time to think instead of getting bulldozed into a same-day offer. Now, here's how you actually play this. If you're a buyer, forget the national headlines, and you just got to hunt. And this is what I tell all my buyers. Let's hunt the stale listings, just sitting 45, 60, 90 days. That's where your motivated sellers are, and that's where your leverage lives. A fresh listing priced right, you're going to be paying up, right? And if you're a seller, the game is simple. You price it right on day one. In tight Staten Island, you could still push a little bit, but if you put a greedy, ridiculous price on it, especially in a softening pocket, like let's say one of those Brooklyn neighborhoods, your home is going to become stale. Then you're just going to be negotiating down. So we're not in some big buyer's market. There's no crash coming, right? What we actually have is a split market where leverage depends entirely on the block that you're on. Know which side of that line your home is on or you're buying on, and you win. I'm Joe, Bridge and Borough team. Everything is always in the link in bio.